뭐야? 응? 블록이 없지 왜? 응? 응? 뭐지? 응? 뭐지? 왜 이렇게 쉬운 거겠지? 아니 근데 블록이가 없다고? 어? 이상하네. 어... 왜 저장을 했어야 되나? 1시간 반쯤 플레이한 게 있었는데. 오케이, 처음부터 해보죠. 샤럿. 뭐 이렇게 오래 걸리지? 쫓기고 있군요. 매트릭스인데? 아, 이런 게 있었구나. 전혀 기억도 안 났다. 그 전에 올린 걸 치우고 이걸로 다시 해야겠네. 왓슨인 것 같죠?
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
Oh, she is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then what is this about?
Oh, that child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out
Oh,
loud.
boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Mr. Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who, are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If
근데
he
왜
refuses
진짜
this
세이브
one,
파일이
then his
없지?
condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
체크포인트.
Thank you, miss.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
이게 뭐야? 관찰하는 건가? 충혈된 눈. 아이! 이게 뭐야? 1985 영양 10초 87년? 아 1887년 오케이 장애가 있는 팔 기형 된 것 같죠? 톰은 만 8세다
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
부모님의 사랑
Obviously. Your clothes are well mended and you can read. Your parents may be poor, but you are loved.
Yeah, well, it's just the two of us now. My mother died when I was a little one.
And that's just one more reason for not leaving you. Your father doesn't seem the irresponsible type. He's very good to you.
Well, that's right. But he has no fixed work, so he often takes odd jobs for the day. 'Cause that's all he can find. Only this time, he didn't come home.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
이상하다고
Strange. In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move
꼬마애는
from
진짜
here."
발음이 어렵다
I think something went wrong.
3주 동안
3 weeks. That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
너는 8살이잖아
What were you
잘못했어?
thinking? You and your father are both at risk. You should have come to me much earlier.
아
I was
영양실조를 했어야 되나?
afraid. I ain't got no family.
이거
And
잘못
I've got
고른
no
소리
other place to go. If our landlord finds out that father left me, he'll throw me out on the street.
Tom, you've been very resourceful. We shall be discreet.
If only my mother was still here.
다시 하고 싶어
Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street, the first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got
화이트애플
no money to pay.
Who
제일
asked for
가난한
money,
동네죠.
Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Oh, thank you, sir.
갑자기 밝아졌어 스탑 화이트애플 임무 화이트애플로 가야 된다
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
마이 아이카이브
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
아카이브가 서재란 뜻도
A
있네
map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful.
We need to help Tom find his father, Holmes.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
뭐 별로 중요한 건 없어 보이죠? 이렇게 가면 되나? 우측하단의 로딩이 끝나면 저기는 언제 도착이야?
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
렉 걸린 것 같은 거맵 로딩하는데 오래 걸리는구만 뛰는 게 없나? 쉬프트 노트 스트리트 이래도 뭐 중요하진 않았던 것 같네 기억이 뭐 요쯤 아니었나? 12번 맞는 거 같죠? 12번 2층 2호. 여기가 2호겠죠? 이럴걸요?
Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
T를 누르면 약간 매의 눈처럼 어쌔신 크리드나 배트맨에서의 디텍티브 아이처럼 되는 것이죠. 내 기억에 이 위에 있던 것 같아. 말 한번 걸어.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
I hope you'll find my father soon. The Strand Magazine.
So that's why you came to see me.
아 여기에 홈즈가 있나 보네.
Tom probably reads at night.
어떻게 하라는 거야?
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance.
Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup, a clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills.
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young too.
뭐야?
Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security and sustenance.
아 이렇게 보이는구나. The old Tabard pub, the best choice of beers and ales in Whitechapel.
The old Tabard pub, North Street.
어딘 거야 그래서? Old Tabard. 그러니까 12번가가 여기였으니까 여기 돌아서 이쪽이구나.
The old Tabard pub,
이거 뒤집으면 뭐가 있나?
glue. Probably taken from a wall.
이 전단지를 보고 아빠가 찾아갔을 것이다.
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
이 위에 뭐가 있던 것 같은 기억이 나는데.
It's too dark. I can't see anything.
그래서 성냥불 같은 걸 챙겨야 되든가.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
I hope you'll find my father soon. 이거 챙기고 시작해서 위에 올라가서 해야겠죠? 아 자동으로 켜지네?
Just some old things. A leather satchel, what's in it?
그랬어. 특수한 일거리. 그래서 일거리를 찾아서 허스트? 여기가 지금 허스트의 집이잖아. Anyway.
The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street.
Regular? 오케이 이제 저 테드 펍인지 저기 가서 반대편으로 나가야 될까? 지상 여기인데.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
런던의 모습이 진짜 항상 지저분하게 그려져.
At your service, Mr. Holmes?
산업형 형태. 여기잖아. 탭 아트. 열심히 하는 거 없나?
I need to Earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
아 이거 왼손 오른손을 같이 이렇게 하는 건가?
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
쓸데없는 정보죠? 쟤를 내버려야 되는 거야?
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
그래? 근데 왜 표시가
There's
돼?
no one to
아
eavesdrop on.
나중에 저기 가던가? 여기 기대 서서 했던데?
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
이제 단서를 얻었죠?
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
제가 아까 누가 술 안 마신다고 했는데 미안해. 보았네. 얘인가? 얘도 비율도 있는데 괜찮아? 이제 앉을 수 있고 쟤를 뱉는 거겠지 이제? 수염 그 다음에 컵이다. 술을 안 마셔.
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
계속 누르나? 달라지네. 이렇게 아무것도 안 먹으면서 밖에 다녀. The start of October. 종이가 너무 빳빳하게 켜졌는 거야?
Interesting. A missing person. I should find out more.
쟤를 다시 쫓아가야 되는가? 응. 저 구두 닦기 꼬마랑 같이.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
아, 내가 얘가 되는 건가?
Don't lose him.
잠깐만. 페이크 바꾸는 게 이게 지금 쟤인가? 기다려주네. 내가 가가지고.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere. Last week.
Pumpkin, cabbage, cheek.
Cupcake, cabbage, cheese. 들어볼 때가 됐는데. Let's go. 여기까지 오면 되는 거였나?
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
I need to find another way. 왜 안 뛰어? 오케이.
Rich folk
Uh-huh.
feed meat to their dogs.
이거 되게 어려웠던 것
Costs
같아.
too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
이게 낫다.
Take a brush and get in there. Stupid kid.
Ah, boys from the Bruisers gang. Better keep out of their way.
Bruisers.
Stop crying and get to work.
어떻게 하더라? 아 여기.
What are you waiting?
I'll be able to
Good.
continue the chase if
Huh.
I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
But it's dangerous. 어쩌라고. 위험하지만 하라는
Stop
얘기겠지?
crying and get to work.
Please, you don't have to beat him. I'll do it. I'll clean the chimney.
Go on then.
아 이거 말고 다른 길이 있나 혹시? 위험하다고 하니까. 이거 어떻게 하더라? 이거 어떻게 하는 거야? 아 이거 죽나 이거? 긁어내고 오르는 거구나. 찜찜밀리 그것도 메리 포핀스도 런던 스토리인가? 죽어? 혀 갑자기 확 올랐어. 됐어.
He's still here. That's a relief.
Assassin's Creed네. 뭐였어? 필수. 어떻게 하는 거지? 놓치겠는데? 와. 이 떨어지면 어떻게 되는 거야? 너무 잔인한데? 근데 스페이스바 누르면은 근데 이거 플레이 안 하고 그냥 지나갔던 거긴 하고. 미니게임 천국에. Where did he come from?
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning?
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? 저기 편하지 않아? 무슨 옆에 개구멍으로 또 들어갔던 것 같은데. 여기 연패물이 없네. 좀 돌아보네. 왜 안 돌아보지?
No place to hide here. We'd better go through the yard.
Oi, what are you doing in my garden?
What are you doing in my garden? 여기 뭐였지? 아 여기서 무슨 지하실 들어가서 그랬던 것 같은 기억이 나는데.
I know that boy. His shoes shine gems from Chambers. Hey Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes.
그릇 닦기도 미니게임일 것 같은데?
It's dirty. I should use a damp cloth. Now this shoe needs some polish. This could be useful with a small brush.
Did you fall asleep?
It's ready for brushing.
아우 깨끗해진 것 같아.
The soft cloth should make it shine.
Here's your reward, you little toad.
Thank you, sir.
1페니. 쫓아간 거야 또? 그래?
He's talking with a cabin. I need to get closer.
어디서 가까이? 여기?
Damn! I need to find another one.
At last, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. Oh no, none even cold.
마차에 올라가.
I can't lose him now.
근데 왜 저장이 안 됐을까? 아무리 생각해도 짜증나네.
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
What's going on in the yard?
Locked.
Locked.
I need to get into the yard.
I need to get into the yard.
I need to get into the yard.
어디 가더라?
Interesting. What's going on in the yard?
이건가? 여기 있네. 여기 두 가지 길이 있던 것 같아. 들어가는데.
Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. Ah, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it. It's too dangerous to enter.
It's too dangerous to enter.
I can't see what's inside.
그거 밀실 살인가? 끝인가? 응, 뭘 해야 되지?
It's too dangerous to enter.
It's too dangerous to enter.
Locked.
뭘 해야 되는 거야? 저기서 끝난 게 아닌가? 나가서
Can't leave yet. I'm not finished here.
오케이. 저 뒤에서 이제 알아야 할 게 더 있었나 보네. 뭐 있을까? 외벽 쪽에 있을 것 같진 않고. 저 안에 여기서 뭐 더 볼 게 있었나? 아니고. 뭐지? 볼 게 없는데? 뭘까? F1. 아. 견대.
I can't see what's inside.
뭘 해야 되는 거지? 어이? 뭐 해야 되더라? 전혀 모르겠는데? 아니면 정문 쪽에도 창문이 있지 않을까? 다시 가보자. 아니면 이거를 뭐 가지고 뭘 하나? 아닌데? 아니 여기 뭐 없어. 정문 쪽에 창문이 있지 않을까? 여기 있네. 그렇구나.
Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house.
끝.
Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before
아이고 잘 도망치네. 아이고 아직까지 내가 또 내까지 멀었네.
unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
서재 확인하기. 인터넷 조사하는 거지 말하자면. 이거는 예술?
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's not the one I... That's not the one I need. That's not the one...
예술이 아니고 뭐야? 기술인가?
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
니콜라 테슬라는
That's not the
미국
one I
사람이지.
need. That's not the one I need. That's not...
이게 뭘까 이게? 식물학? 외래종?
That's not the one I need.
아니 뭐지? 의학?
That's not the one I need.
의학 느낌도 나지
That's
않아?
not the one I need. That's not the one I need. That's...
아씨 열받는데? 기술인가? 기술인가? 아 그렇구나. 경제학?
That's not the one I need.
잠깐만 백과사전이 아니야. 아 뭐야 이거? 열받네. 신문 재밌네. 유명한 사건 같은 것도 다 있나? 15년어치가 모여있네. 상속세. 아 이게 배지의 헌장에 있겠지.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I... That's not the one I need.
빅토리아.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I...
헌장 아니었어? 표식과 기호 이건가?
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
영국의 문장. 오케이. 마시 가문의 문장. 자선가로 알려진 에드워드 마시경이다. 화이트 채플의 빈민들에게 식량과 따뜻한 옷들을 제공하는 일을 맡고 있다. 그래서 식량들이 많이 보였었나?
Here it is.
메인 저 3번지 모시기로 가야지.
So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
개가 생겼어.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
This young lady.
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
딸이 있었나?
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A
이렇게
respectable
못생겼냐?
lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However,
너무 못생겼는데? 남자같이 생겼는데?
You will tell me, won't you, father?
씨. 뭐지? 말을 못 들었어. 얼굴에 집중하라고. 위험 발생.
Only if our lives are in danger.
All right then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
딸이 있었어? 셜록 홈즈 딸. 악마의 딸. 아 이거 제목이 그치? 실제로 딸이 있진 않지 않아? 그냥 셜록 홈즈 딸 하니까 악마의 딸이라는 그거밖에 안 나오네. 실제로 딸이 안 나올 텐데. Okay, anyway, let's go to Marsh's house. 뭐야? 왔으니 가는데? 마시경을 방문한다. 같이 가고 있구나. Mother good. 밖에 안 돼. And parent craft. 딸을 위해서 양육 서적을 읽고 있는 것인가? 이거 약간 맵 로딩할 때 렉 걸리네.
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
모리아스의
It won't and can't
딸인데.
happen.
데빌스 daughter 하는 거 보니까
Come in, please. Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
장애인 있네? 수면 부족. 금반지 부유함. 아니 금반지 끼면 다 부유해? 병이지 않을까? 뭘 숨기고 있진 않을 것 같은데. 아닌가? 알약, 강한 진통제. 수첩, 마시경의 개인 비서. 사냥클럽의 일원. 의사가 있는데 병 이게 수면 부족 말고 뭐라고? 몸이 편치 않음을 해보자. 의사는 어디 있어? 얘가 의사인가? 청진기 같은 게 있나? 이 양반이 의사라는 게 어디 있지? 여긴가? 청진기. 오케이. 루벤 피셔. 와, 25살인데 저렇게 늙어 보인다고? 개인 비서 겸 의사고. 부유한 사람. 오케이.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance.
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already.
진통제?
In that case, why are you taking such powerful painkillers?
Excuse me, what do you mean?
Mr. Holmes is referring to the pills on your table.
I'm sorry, but that's a medical confidentiality.
Medical confidentiality.
It's curious.
재현 씨 말이 되게 빠르네.
Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a
그러니까
special
아까
job.
모자 쓰고 온 애가
A
얘인가?
special job? May I
안경을
ask
써서
what
인상이
you're
바뀌나?
referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help
말
make
진짜
London a
빠르네,
better
야, 씨.
place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes? But also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Let's close this topic. 이제 돌아다녀도 된다는 소리지?
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
I'm gratified by your interest in my charity. You're the first who has offered to help.
Lord Marsh even helps hospitals.
근데 이거 집안에 이거 다
I've never seen so many provisions for the poor, and certainly not in a lord's house.
그러니까
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington.
Collins.
If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
이렇게 마음대로 봐도 되는 거야? 뭐 목록이 있네.
John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster.
내가 맞게 찾은 건가 그냥?
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
뭔가 잠입했던 것 같기도 한데. 이건 뭐야? 대화가 다 기록돼 있네. 여기서 추리를 해야 되기 때문인가? 아, 이게 변장이었어?
Despite my title, yes, I have to share my home with these bags full of food for the poor.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
그래서 입문. 조지 허스트 실종 사건에 대해 수사한다. 여기서부터 어떻게 해야 되는 거지?
Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. Bags full of food. Locked. It's closed.
다 잠겼는데. 이제 그냥 돌아가면 되나?
I'm intrigued by the special.
그렇다면 다시 톰한테 가봐야겠네. 추리 공간. 저길. 허스트의 특수한 일거리. 도움말. 특별한 프로그램. 그리고 특수한 일거리. 이게 뭐야? 어쨌든 뭐 저거랑 이렇게 된 거지. 그걸 해보는 거지 뭐. 이렇게 하고 특수한 일거리랑 실종.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful.
여기서 단서를 얻어가는 거구나. 글쎄.
Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge.
사냥 클럽.
This oil can also be used on weapons. A ramrod to clean a rifle. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he...
Please, sir, find my father.
소총이 어디 있을까? 이 위에 있지 않을까? 올라가나? 이거 아니네. T. 엉덩이.
This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil and we'll find that rifle.
뭔가 개를 조종했던 기억이 나거든. 아니 근데 귀찮게 바로바로 주면 되지. 그냥 집으로 가라는 소리겠지. 갈 때마다 왔다 갔다 하게 되는 거지. 추리 공간에 뭐가 새로 나왔을까? 없어. 이렇게 연결해서 가지를 스토리를 이어나가는 건가 보다. maybe. 이동하는 중간중간마다 추리를 하는 거. 나름 흥미롭네요. 렉 걸려. Okay, Toby. Let's go.
Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep.
근데 너무 못생겼어. 인형 같아 진짜.
Watson?
I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health. I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
어떻게 하는 거지? 캐릭터 바꾸는 게 있던 것 같은데. 탁. F1 눌러볼까? 캐릭터 상상 펼치기는 뭐지? 이건 아직 필요할 때가 안 됐나 보네. 인물 전환 Q 맞는데. 일단 나가볼까? 밑으로. 아니면은 지금 내가 데리고 있다는 소리겠지? 다시 허스트의 집으로 가면 되나? 옆에 걔가 있네. 지금 보니까 게임이 꽤 재밌네. 추리를 한다는 점에서 재밌네. 스토리를 근데 한번 알고 나면 재미없을 것 같아. 그리고 내 생각에 저 추리를 어떻게 끼워 맞추냐에 따라 스토리가 달라질 수도 있겠다라는 생각이 드네요.
Search, Toby, search.
문 어떻게 열어? 야, 걔가 문도 여네. 이 음악은 뭐지? 계약된 기분. 계속 두 갈래로 나뉘죠? 좀 아니라 그런가? 나 여기까지 했던 것 같다. 이 집 찾는 것까지. 여기서 그래서 단서들을 좀 몇 개 발견하는 거. 암수는.
Nothing that could interest me.
Nothing that could interest me.
People use this cellar for storage. Pile of rubbish. Just some old things. Ordinary storage. Just rubbish.
이거 무서운 일 보는데 무서운 게 나타날 것 같은 불길한.
Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside.
오케이.
There's no space for this lockpick.
어떻게 하는 거야? 응? 뭔지를 모르겠다. 내 것도 한번 보자.
Old things.
얘는 뭐 추적술이니 문따기니 거의 도둑에 가까운데.
A map of Epping Forest.
Epping Forest. 사냥할 때 필요했던 건가? 잭. 누가 부상을 당했나 보네. 야, 얘가 훈장도 받은 사람이었어. 소령이었구나. 그래도 총을 다룰 수가 있고.
This case must have been full of cartridges. There was something on the stand.
총이 있었겠죠.
There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him.
이때 처음으로 썼네. 톰한테 편지를 남겨줬었네. 자살까지 아니지만 하여튼 본인이
News
위험했었을
clippings on
거라고.
lords in the education program. Why are they here?
Harrington Collins. 복수를 하러 간 걸까?
Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents.
Daniel Thomas Kelly.
This man appears in both documents.
10월 7일. X가 뭘까? 죽었다는 뜻일까? 얘가 그 암살자였던 것이 아닐까?
All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hurst's files.
여기에 그리고 근데 걔는 없네. 마시가 없네. 이 리스트에 마시가 있으면 이제 마시를 죽이기 위해 갔나? 그랬을 텐데. 여기서 또 나오는 건 없나? 오케이, 그러면은 연결을 한번 더 해보자. 그럼 일단 이게 극빈공증 명단이에요. 그리고 허스트의 특수한 일자리, 이건 아니고 신문 기사, 연관성이 있지. 부상당했다. 선일거리. 아무것도 안 되네. 그리고 작별 편지와 선일거리. 이쪽이네. 난 돌아올 수 있을 가능성을 점치고 싶다. 이게 스토리 우리가 만들어 나가는 것 같아, 내 생각에. 사냥 클럽과 준비. 안 되네. 부상 아무것도 없고. 뭐가 있네. 어허. 어허. 이런 게 나오는구나, 이렇게. 오케이. 이걸 하다 보면 퀘스트도 나오는구나, 이렇게. 다 된 거겠지. 아, 서재 확인하기는, 아, 이게 뭔지 알게 되는 것이. 마시에 숨어들기 전에 한번 찾아보자. 이 중간중간마다 서재를 또 살피는 게 재미도 있네. 아, 그리고 그래, 걔도 놓고 가야지. 놓고 가야 되지 않을까? 걔도 놓고 가네. 이렇게 게임하는 거구나. 걔를 놓고 가자. 렉걸려.
Well, well. Sweet slumber after a hard-working day. On my pillow.
아, 어디서 조사하면 울프직이 나올지도 나오는구나. 아닌가? 아니 근데 빼찌면은 아까 거기 또 있었는데. 이렇게 끝이 국가사전 다음에 심한 다음에 이쪽에 이제 약간 잡기. 여기에 배지가 있었어. 울프잭 러바트 스카우트.
Here it is.
하나 생겼어. 오케이. 뭐가 더 생겼죠? 흥미롭죠? 자, 이제 이건 뭐야? 마시의 집으로 갑시다. 여기 또 무슨 소리 하고 있는 거야? 반대편이 안 보여. 은근 재밌네, 이 게임. 처음에 했을 때는 좀 이상하다 생각했는데. 왓슨이네.
Holmes, what are you doing here? What are you planning?
A mission of my own. You must play the role of the conscientious doctor while I sneak inside Marsh's house. That's the only way of helping little Tom.
어떻게 들어가지? 뒷문으로 간다는 소린가?
The window is firmly shut.
뒷문. 아하. 예를 들어 1번으로 돌리면은 되는 거 아니야? 아, 더 높은 걸로 해야 된다. 점점 높은 거지. 근데 제일 높은 걸로 하면 또 너무 넘어가면 되겠다, 안 돼? 아. 아니,
There's no
이번으로.
space for this lockpick. There's no space for this lockpick.
어떻게 하는 거야?
There's no space for this lockpick.
제거하기. 오케이. 그 다음에 선택하기 3번 되잖아, 그지?
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
뭐야? 뭐지?
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
어떻게 하라는 거야? 다시. 어떻게 하라는 거야?
How can I help you?
I came to visit Lord Marsh.
What for?
I would very much like to see Lord Marsh, if you please.
그래서 뭐 어떻게 하라는 거야? 아, 오케이.
Oh, you're so clumsy. Can you please not...
I have to visit Lord Marsh and offer him my services.
Fisher, please allow Dr. Watson to enter.
Good job, Watson.
그림을 봐야 돼.
Let's see how hard to crack
Wow.
this safe is.
이것도
Doctor, it appears that you were impatient to pay me another visit.
Indeed. Will you allow me to examine you? A second opinion, so that the great Lord Marsh does not become the late Lord Marsh.
Since you put it that way, very well.
Shall I retire to your office, Lord Marsh?
No, please, Doctor. I insist that you stay. I shall need your assistance.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
오는데? 어떡하지?
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
나는 저 문 뒤에 숨길라 그랬는데 다른 데 숨어야 되나 보다.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
책상 밑이겠지 뭐. 옷장이나 책상 밑에. 안 돼? 아씨. 아, 문에 아까
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
문에 아까 표시가 난 것 같아. 문으로 다시 가면 될 것 같네요.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
뭐야, 아무것도 표시가 안 되는데? 어디 숨어야 되는 거야?
Mr. Holmes? What are you doing here?
숨을 데가 거의 문 뒤밖에 없는데? 이상하네.
Will you break anything else?
I'll try my best.
여긴가? 오케이. 저 금고를 열어놨는데 뭐야? 이거 왜? 뭐지? 빈민의 편지. 콜린스. 여긴 다 본 거겠지 이제.
Lord Marsh is a keen hunter. I can hide here.
처음에 들어왔을 때 딱 보고 찾아놨으면 좋았겠구나. 이건 또 뭐야? 어떻게 하라고? 어떻게 하라고? 인가? 진짜 이렇게 하나? 사풀이네. 이런 거 같은데. 신기하네. 돈다발. 왠지
November 7th. This means that the meeting is planned for today.
콜린스, 해링턴. 지도 위치를 확인해야 되고 서재에서 그다음에 단서를 또 한번 연결해보자. 초대장 청년 센터장. 나가볼까 이제?
I'd suggest that your current weakness is perhaps more than a simple case of influenza, Lord Marsh.
Where might your companion be, Dr. Watson?
Oh, he's busy poking his nose into other people's business, I'm sure.
왓슨도 도둑이고.
My lord, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I must remind you about your meeting.
Is it already time? My apologies, Dr.
근데 저걸
Watson, but we
가진다고
are
뭐가 달라지나?
expected elsewhere.
무슨
Might we
지인의
offer you a
눈깔
lift?
You're going out? I'm not sure that's wise in your condition.
I value your opinion, but misery never rests, and I
콜린스
need
만나러
it.
가는 거죠.
Well, do please take good care of yourself, Lord Marsh. I'll send you my diagnosis, Dr. Fisher.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. Farewell.
Thank you, Dr. Watson. 분석도 있어? 아, 이게 무슨 게 있나 보네. 연구실이 있어. 집안에. 그러니까 단서들을 갖고 와서 집에서 인터넷처럼 검색하고 미니 실험실이 있어서 분석도 하고 과학수사까지 해, 문제가. 렉걸려. 왓슨한테 말 건 얘가 알아서.
Watson, what are you doing at my table?
I just need to check one thing about Lord Marsh.
이것도 뭔가 미니게임인가?
My intuition tells me that Lord Marsh is hiding something about his disease. His cough, in addition to his fever and his usage of strong painkillers, leads me to believe that he is seriously ill.
마쉬의 M인가?
Let's study it more closely.
어떻게 하는 거야? 초점 조절. 이거 아니야? 오케이.
Sputum with tiny drops of blood. I could take a sample and examine it under the microscope.
현미경. 샘플 어떻게 만드는 거야?
I need to take a sample of it using the glass rod.
글라스 이건가? 이거 아니야? 야, 이 시대에 현미경이 있었어? 이거 그냥 깡통 같아 보이는데 이걸로 어떻게 현미경이 확대가 되지? 유리만 가지고 확대하는 건가? 광학 현미경?
Let us apply chemicals to color the sample.
빛이 나와야 될 텐데.
I need a pipette. This chemical should be applied third.
순서를 알려줘야 이씨.
This chemical should be applied second.
그래? 오케이. 이거 무슨 의미일까? 그리고 색깔이 저렇게 예쁘게 다 색깔이 다르냐? 아니 이렇게 하고 그냥 한 번에 다 싹 다 넣는 거야? 아니 그리고 이거 같은 소독도 안 하고 그냥 같은 걸로 3번을 연속으로 쓴다고? 제대로 된 실험이 맞는 걸까?
Now, let's examine the colored sample under the microscope.
그냥 3개 다 염색하는 거다 뭐 그런 컨셉이겠지. 그 다음에 얼굴 살펴보고 이상한 점을 찾으세요. 이게 뭐야?
Mycobacterium. It appears that Lord Marsh is seriously ill.
박테리아를 본다고? 이 시대에?
Holmes, this is no longer a laughing matter. It is just as I feared. Lord
보시는 거
Marsh is suffering from tuberculosis.
You don't say.
Yes, I do say. And Holmes, he will die if he is not transferred to a sanatorium as soon as possible.
And yet both Lord Marsh and Dr. Fisher are doing their best to hide this fact. How interesting.
But why?
Why indeed, Watson?
Oh, dear God. You don't think that Lord Marsh contracted tuberculosis while aiding the poor? How
결핵이었어.
terrible. I have a commitment that I can't possibly cancel. Holmes, during my absence, please be extremely careful. This disease is highly contagious. And remember that we have women at home.
딸.
Thank you, Miss Alice. Until later.
I'll see you soon, Caitlin.
Where have you been?
Our neighbour lent me a book. She's
너무
so
못생겼는데?
kind. I
남자가
think she
생겼어.
likes you.
I doubt that.
How is your investigation going?
It's going. Dracula?
Yes, it's forbidden reading at my boarding school. Did you know?
Well, well.
아 얘랑 대화해야 돼?
This is so romantic.
다행히 안 해도 되나 보네. 지도가 필요한데. 아까 그 96년도에 뭐 6년도가 없네 근데. 지도. 범죄학은 뭐 있어? 표식. 지도를 어디서 찾는 거야? 표식과 기후.
That's not the one I need.
신문에 있나? 해밀턴.
That's not the one I need.
역사. 도시
That's not the
경제.
one I need. That's not the one I. That's not the one.
아니 이거 어떻게 찾아? 짜증나네.
That's not.
역사.
That's not the one I need.
식물학? 뭐야, 식물학이야? 나 참.
Here it is.
아니 이거 어떻게 알아? 어이가 없네.
Constance Oak is in Epping Forest. That's the place indicated on George Hurst's map.
지도 검색하기는 저건 어떻게 하는 거야? 어떻게 검색하는데? 요거? 이건가?
Let's try to find the place from the hand-drawn map.
이게 근데 방향이 이게 맞아? 방향은 무조건 맞춰주나? 그럼 다행이다마는. 저기 아니야? 아이 귀찮게 하는 게 맞네 이 게임. 이게 에핑 포레스트 오크. 여기 있네.
Here it is. Drat. I'll need to hurry if I want to find out what's going on at the forest.
Father, that boy Wiggins, does he come here very often?
He helps occasionally in some of my cases. Why do
사랑에
you ask?
빠졌나?
I'd like to talk to him.
Talk to him?
Father, back at school there are only girls to talk to, and they are so boring. I'm sure Wiggins has lots of exciting stories to tell about his life in London. It would be so romantic.
이걸 어떤 식으로 할 거냐? 논리적으로 하자.
Caitlin, you know that Wiggins hasn't had the most fortunate life.
That only makes him more interesting.
Oh, Kate.
I'll leave you alone now.
충격을 주면 뭘까? 지도 초대장? 아하, something. 10% 가기. Okay, let's go to the Epping Forest. 이제 사건의 전체적인 모양이 나오겠죠? 가면은. 아까 전에 쫓기던 데가 여기구나. 데이트에서. 아하. 이렇게 해서 처음. 어휴, 총 맞았네, 결국. 어쩌다 이렇게 된 거야? 또 몇 시간 전 이렇게 되네.
Let's see how long you can stay alive.
어디 있는데? 넘어갔어. 어떻게 숨어? 내가 다시 하고 싶어. 범패물 느끼고. 다시 해야 돼. 아니 위치를 알려줘야 될 거 아니야. 그냥 이쪽을 보고 있으니까 이쪽으로 가라는 소리겠지. 뒤쪽에 멀어지고 있어요. 이거 한번 해주고. 범패를 한번 숨어주고. 앞에.
Is that your blood in the snow?
Is this your blood in the snow?
You won't get far.
자동 작품. 아이고 아파, 아이고 아파. 표정이 약간 부자연스러운 게 아쉽다. 뭐야?
He was poor.
사냥 얘네들을 데려와가지고
This man was killed recently. The body is
이런
still
놀이를
warm.
하나 보다.
Find him, boys. Find him.
또 도망가야 돼.
You scampering little rat. Hungry today.
한 대 더 맞으면 죽네. 뭐지?
Where is he? Here you are.
굉장한 전적으로. 남편을 충격해놓고 다행이다. 옆에 빠지면 뭐 떨어져 죽겠네? 아 죽어버리네? 맙소사 씨.
I like to call this the swamp of despair.
녀석들 거의 총을 안 맞네. 난 어딜 가야 되나?
You scampering little rat.
이게 안 맞나? 맞아. 맞긴 맞네. 씨, 저기다.
Where have you gone?
경로를 잘 선택해야겠네.
Don't worry. No one's going to find your body.
여기까지 갈 수 있나? 제대로. 좋을 것 같아. 처음부터 다시 하기 너무 싫은데. 다행이지. 여기까지만 가죠. 됐다. 휴. 됐다. 됐어.
I'm following your tracks.
약간 그 좌우로 하면은 그래도 피해지나 보다. 나름 저 경로를 피하면은 피해지네. 끝까지만 가져가고. 슬로우 모션 나와요. 총구의 위협에서
He was killed by a shot to the forehead. My God, it's Lord Harrington's body.
그래? 보여주겠지?
My health is deteriorating. I need to dress my wound.
해밍턴은 왜 죽었지? 나는 그 셋이서 같이 이런 짓을 하는 줄 알았더니. 여기 들어가서 쉬나 보다.
I can hide here. The Quartermain Club. This must be Lord Marsh's cabin. This will help to dress my wound.
좀 죽어가지고 회복해야 되겠다.
Someone's coming. I better hide.
Breathe, Lord Marsh. It's almost over.
Who are you?
George Hurst from the 1st Lovett Scouts, here to deliver justice.
An old soldier. How ironic. Did we refuse you on our special education program?
It's true, I was refused. An old wounded soldier is useless to you, but he can still be dangerous.
We hunted a lot in these woods, but I didn't expect to become the prey.
복수네 복수.
I have lived a grand life without any limits set by others. I will die a happy man, so you won't see me begging you festering wretch.
Prepare to meet your maker.
쏴야 되나? 일단은 이걸 해볼까? 아이고. 빈곤증의 시체. 이 두 개가 같이 있는 건 뭐야? 그러니까 빈곤충은 왜 죽였어? 난 그래서 쟤네들이 같이 죽이는 줄 알았더니. 그러니까 내 생각에는 마시경이 빈곤충을 사냥했어. 그거에 대한 복수를 한 거야. 그렇지 않을까? 아이고 씨. 스페이스바. 복수. 충돌. 복수겠지. 나의 생각인데 이거를 바꿀 수가 있나, 스토리를? 궁금하네. 나는 그래도 저 사람을 막아야지 톰한테 돌려보내지. 죽이게 냅두면 안 돼.
George, lower your rifle, please, for Tom's sake.
Holmes! My, an almost worthy opponent.
Tom? My Tom? If you've endangered my lad in any way, you will pay dearly.
I assure you that Tom is safe in London with a well-trusted friend. And now it's time to end this.
By all means.
George, listen to me. If you're seeking an apt punishment and vengeance, killing Marsh will give him exactly what he wants. He would die knowing that he had fulfilled his life through his absolute control of it. But if you allow Marsh to live and be arrested, he will suffer a punishment far greater than you or I could deliver. His ball and chain will be the debilitating tuberculosis. It will drag him painfully and slowly to his demise behind bars.
You're mad. You're both mad.
Let's go and find Tom.
Not just yet. See, Lord Marsh, you will die here, although not by the gun. You'll die slowly.
Don't do this, George.
Detective, take a look here.
This is how you became sick, Lord Marsh. The beheading of your victims who were suffering from tuberculosis was what infected you. Poetic justice.
Holmes, you cannot fully understand why we helped so many and sacrificed a few. But don't let me die like this. Just kill me now.
막을 수 있지 않을까?
Mr. Hurst, you've already served brutal justice to Lord Harrington and I hope Lord Collins and Dr. Fisher. Taking that into consideration, you may as well kill Lord Marsh and end the Quartermain Club completely. No loose ends.
내가 못 막았네 결국. 이런 식으로 이게 스토리를 하나 정리하고 결론 확인하고 이렇게 해야지 저장이 되는 건가? 다른 결말 선택하기. 내가 근데 못 쏠 것 같아 나 같으면 그지? 결론 확인하기는 뭐지? 단서는 다 찾았네. 근데 이렇게 되면 조지가 집에 못 가잖아. 일단 가보자. 예. 이거 업적 다 하는 게 이제 여러 가지 선택지를 다 보는 게 이제 업적이겠구나. 귀찮구만. 두 번째 챕터가 녹색 연구인가 보네요. 원래 주홍색 연구인데. 일단 오늘은 챕터 1 클리어한 걸로 마무리하죠. 재밌네요. 근데 문제는 이게 저장이 되느냐. 일단 인트로가 어떤 게 나오나 좀 보고. 렉걸려.
Yes! Well done, Watson!
Holmes, you're playing bowls? Indoors?
Not just any old bowls, Watson. Lawn bowling.
Seriously? With your injury? Oh, no. Mrs. Hudson is going to...
Well, that's it for now. Time to go. Would you care to join me?
You're incorrigible. And where are we going, Holmes?
I'm participating in the final stage of the annual tournament held by the London Archaeological Institute's Bowling Club. It's an official invitation. I'll just need to dress suitably and then we can leave.
뭔가 하여튼 어딘가를 가야 되는 상황. 자, 여기서 게임 메뉴로 가서 불러오기를 봅시다. 있나 없나? 있지? 그래. 너 이상하네 진짜. 왜 저장이 안 돼 있었을까? 지웠다 다시 깔았나? 어쨌든 여기까지 하죠.